Yeah, so it's kind of annoying. Like, sometimes you'll want to use a lower level spell, but in order to do that, in this version, you have to equip a weaker sword. So that's kind of annoying, really. That's how it is. What the? That was annoying. But thank you. I do like how a lot of the songs that they, you know, like, have different versions of, they still sound really good. So that's definitely nice. Yeah, so if you didn't know, I know in the SNES version, like, one of the townspeople in the village, like, said that they really want to see the Moonstone, so that's why we have it, basically. So I imagine that's the same. I don't think it's this guy, but he actually looks kind of like this guy in the SNES version, but I don't think it's this guy. Is it this dude? And I think we'll get the freezing pot. At least that's what we normally do. That's how it normally works. Is it you? Evidently it's not you. Yeah, we saved the guy in the cave and he's the one that gives us the item we need. I did not mean to go into here. Yeah, you. No, I guess it's not you. Fine. Be that way, jerk. Well, yeah, you're definitely in a different spot compared to the SNES version. There he is. Yeah, I'm gonna get the freezing pot. You know, if he would have just given it to us in the cave, that would have saved us some time, but whatever, man. And this is the first point in this game where you actually have to use an item manually. So you want to make sure you know how to do that, which is the space button. I didn't mean to go in there. So yeah, I've heard... Ladder, I don't know what that's for. I've heard that apparently some people like couldn't figure out how to like program the use item button in, and so they couldn't get past this point. But well, luckily for me, it's just spacebar. So at least I think it is. I haven't used an item yet, but that's what the guide says it is. And it's pretty much been right about everything else, so it's probably right about this too. No, no. I don't know if they added any like other items in the desert. I guess we could take a quick look, but I mean, there were no items in the desert in the SNES version, so it would be pretty surprising if there were here. But I guess we could just take a look over here. But I don't think there are. I just poked the dog in the butt. Or the wolf, or whatever. Desert wolf, you know. I like how the shoulder pads kind of show up better on this armor in this version. That's kind of cool. Da-da. So there's a boss comp on that, and apparently things are quite different with the next sequence. And we'll talk more about that when we get there. Yeah, there's nothing really over here except enemies and whatever. Alright. It's kind of weird how I just noticed this now, but it actually doesn't say the name of the area you're in when you enter like it does in the SNES version. So that's kind of interesting. We're about to gain another level. So that's cool. Yeah, since I kind of... Well, I kind of gained more levels than I need to back at Philip's Castle. So we didn't really need to grind for this area. But we may need to grind for the boss, I don't know. In the SNES version, I've never really had to grind for this boss, because it's pretty easy. But who knows in this version? You don't know. Most bosses seem to be more difficult. It's probably not more difficult, it's just I'm not really used to like the physics and how things are. So it just kind of seems more difficult to me. But yeah. Probably it probably seems easier in this version to people who are more used to it. And they go and play the SNES version, so I don't know. I don't know, man. So we just want to get back to that where we were before. In the second room. Yeah, I found this dungeon is really not very dangerous at all. I mean, it kind of is, but not really. Not like it is in the SNES version. Maybe it'd be a good idea to gain an extra level. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Before we fight the boss. I mean, we are very close, so we'll probably just have to defeat a few more enemies. I took a big risk there, but that's okay. I'll go over here and defeat a few Gorgons, gain that extra level before we fight the boss. Sounds like a plan. Whoa, did not mean to walk into that. Bum bum bum. Yeah, just need to defeat a couple more. Come in here and get that faster recovery. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when you're in like a town or an area with no enemies, your health and magic recover quicker. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But yeah, kind of like in the East games. Yeah, there are a lot of similarities between this game and the East games. Which is cool. There's not a damn thing wrong with that. Those two Gorgons don't want to respawn. So we gotta go and search out some other ones. There we go. Of course, they want to hang out in the lava because they're jerks. And we leveled up. Very nice. It should put us over the top, so hopefully we won't have to grind for this next boss, but who knows. We broke 90 MP. Isn't that nice? Okay, level 16. It's pretty sweet. Come here and just push spacebar. That should do it. not working. Maybe that's not the button? Maybe I don't have it equipped for some reason? I do. Maybe it's not that button. Maybe it's another button. I could try pushing other buttons. Huh, X jumps. Well, that's weird. Z attacks. Looking for the item use button. Maybe it's you. I did not mean to do that. It's enter? Shift? Well, this is a problem. This is not working. This is a problem. It should be spacebar, right? Let me check the guide. It said spacebar. So... yeah, it says spacebar use item. So... I don't know why it isn't working. This isn't working and I don't know why. This is not working. Okay, so after trying every button, I believe it is... no. I thought I had it. Okay, I just got it to work. There we go. It's left shift. I don't know why, but that's what it is. So, there you go. And here we have Princess Felicia. If that's still her name. Oh, whoa. She looks weird here. I think she looks a lot better in the SNES version, honestly, but that's just me. Probably I'm just more used to it. So here, in the SNES version, she kind of tells you some backstory about Lagoon Castle and that kind of thing. Some plot. She looks a lot different here, though. Whoa, what the heck? Yeah, so that's actually Thor. Thor appears here. Normally Ella the Witch appears here, but apparently she's not in this game, so that's weird. That is really weird. And the next boss is normally Ella's pet, so I guess this is Thor's pet now? I don't know. It's so confusing. But yeah. So, can we handle this boss? This boss is Eardon. In the SNES version, he's definitely one of the easiest bosses in the game. But he can still trip you up. Because basically he's like this big... He's like in this big shell. And you can only damage him when his eye pops out. But sometimes he can kind of lock you into a corner. Oh, okay. Can we just go then? Are you gonna say anything, or... I don't know. Oh, the princess looks really small now. That's crazy. Alright. He's like on me. Are you serious? Okay, that was the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen in a video game. Not really, but it's definitely one. Okay, don't talk to them from behind or you'll die immediately. That's about dumb. Let's try this again, shall we? Alright. So I imagine you gotta wait till it... unless you can just No, you gotta wait. Wow, that was easy. I think it's actually harder in the SNES version because it keeps popping its eyes in and out. There, it popped its eye out and it just stayed until you beat it, so... I don't know, man. Okay, here we have to, put in disc 3, I believe? I'm gonna make a save state just in case. I think we gotta put in disc 3. Is it disc 3? That didn't mark. Or is it disc 2? I'm not sure. No, I think I'm putting it in the wrong one. Because there's 2 slots. I think the first one you're supposed to put that one in. And the second one I think we need to put disc 3 in. There it is, okay. Alright. So this is Hobbit Valley. Alright. No items or anything in here. But there are some enemies, some slugs. And of course we have moblins. At least I call them moblins because that's what they are. I mean, come on. I think they're called like hammer throwing pigs, but they're moblins. I mean, come on. Who is Kemco trying to kid? They are moblins. None of the enemies here are really very threatening at all. So we just want to head to the town, which there's not really much in the town, at least normally. But this music is really good. One of my favorites, actually. I'm glad they didn't put some other song in here. We want to head to the town of Popper. And TweetDeck is going to make noise. Looks like this has the same song. So all the people here are sick, basically. So normally you have to go into Secret Castle and get the men to save these people, but apparently you don't do that in this version. You can just talk to the spirits. So I guess you can't save the people in this version, unless it's part of some side quest or something. But you need to be able to understand what people are saying in order to do that, so I don't know. You just want to go into this door and talk to the spirits. Ooh, I like that they put this song in here instead of the Gold Cave theme like in the SNES version. It makes more sense. This spirit looks really weird. No, normally they just kind of look like normal people, basically. Now they kind of look all like, you know, more spirit-ish, actually. It kind of makes sense. So, of course, one of them will give us our next staff. The moon staff, right? And normally you would get a key to fight the next boss, but apparently you don't need a key in this version. So, what the heck? That looks weird. Whoa, there's like 3 of them in this little area. That's new. And we get the star staff. Good times. Alright. Okay. So we got the star staff. Which lets us do, I think that's water magic, isn't it? Of course, we don't have any magic to use it with because we need the water crystal first. Alright, so now we just head west to Siegfried Castle. which I don't know if it's a typo, but they seem to spell it a little differently in this version, with no second E. So it's not Siegfried, it's Siegfried, you know. Of course, that could just be a typo, I'm not sure, because it doesn't actually say the names in this version. At least not that I can understand. Da-na-na-na. I guess we'll walk around the town real quick, see if there's anything new going on. But it's doubtful. Da-na-na-na. But yeah, there's no shop here or anything. I mean, this is a pretty poor town, you know, everyone's sick and all that. Yeah, normally you come in here and I think this is where you're first told of where the mint is, but in this version the mint does not exist, so yeah. So it's kind of sad that, like, you can't really save the people of this village in this version. It's kind of depressing, really. And oh, would you get out of my way, please? And for those that don't know, they actually used this song in ROTDS. So that was pretty cool. I was pretty excited about that. Although most people who watched my LP of that game probably didn't even know what Lagoon was, so it didn't really matter to them. But yeah. Yeah, so I don't think there's any more shops in this game now. At least there aren't in the SNES version, but who knows? Things could be different. Hey, I broke 100 MP. When did that happen? I must have just, like, leveled up or something. That's cool.